Darlene, welcome to the Law Show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What can we do for you?
Well, I have a question for you today. I'm wondering, this is actually regarding a relative, my mother-in-law, and she has estate documents in place. She has early stages of dementia, and she has a medical advocacy in place, and she also has a durable power of attorney. And my husband is actually that person, and there is an estranged sister who's been out of the family for 30 years or so who has now come in the picture, and she's trying to get guardianship and conservatorship. And I'm wondering if there's estate documents in place and all of these things are already in place, how can she take, my husband's mother to court to try to undo these documents? I'm not understanding, why a judge would even see it.
Well, you have to understand that in our legal system, we encourage people to bring their disputes, and part of that is that the effect is that sometimes people that don't really have disputes but really want to just manipulate things, they have just as equal access to the courts as do people that have legitimate claims. So she can come to court and she can sue your husband and she can ask for guardianship and conservatorship to be turned over to her, but she's got to show a good reason. And Attorney Richard Ambrose, who heads up the estate planning, probate, and Medicaid departments at the Dailey Law Firm, can give you sort of a short answer as to what are the kinds of things that she might be able to allege that could get a judge's attention. Richard?
Well, a couple of things that you might want to allege right away is some sort of like undue influence, that the reason that your husband got the power of attorney, the durable power of attorney and medical advocacy to begin with was some sort of undue influence, that he was manipulating her and had too close of a relationship to her. So that might be something that she would allege. That's the first thing that comes to mind right away. But this is definitely something you want to talk to us about, and I'm more than happy to sit down and talk with you. The initial consultation is always free. The number is 866-66-LAWYER. And please give me a call on Monday or sometime this week, and I'd love to talk to you about this.
Hey, Darlene?
Yes?
Sometimes the best defense is a great offense, okay? And so if your this relative knows that you've got some really, really tough lawyers that know exactly how to handle things, then that may be enough in order just to get her to stop. But what you're going to need is you're going to need somebody to keep track of what's going on with the ward of the estate. So I would highly recommend that your husband get into counsel, no matter who it is. Make sure that they know what they're doing when it comes to probate and estate planning. The other thing that you want to take into consideration is if she's got dementia, she may end up in a nursing home. What are you doing to protect her assets against Medicaid from taking them? Have you had a Medicaid plan put together?
Well, she does have a trust. A trust has been set up, and I'm just wondering if my husband needs his own attorney as well as his mother.
I don't think he needs his own attorney because, in effect, his mother's attorney becomes his attorney because he speaks for his mother. And the only time he would need his own attorney is if he did something wrong, like if he stole some of the assets, failed to account, or something like that. And it doesn't sound like any of that's taken place. So your mother set this up, or his mother set this up in a way that she wanted it to be set up, and that is worthy of defense. And I would highly recommend...
She can still speak for herself. She says that she wants her son, who has been in this position for 5 years or more, to continue in this role. So does a person have a right to speak up for themselves if they're not incapacitated?
Absolutely, they do. But then how did the guardianship and the conservatorship get granted? My guess is it's got something...
It didn't. The petitions have been filed, but nothing's been granted.
Okay. Do you guys have a lawyer right now?
Well, his mother has a lawyer, but I've been a little bit frustrated. I don't know. I don't understand how this has continued. They've now bound it over for trial.
It sounds like there's something more involved here than you've originally told us. So we are a clearinghouse for clients with frustrations because of their lawyers. So if you've got frustrations with your lawyers, give us a call at 866-66-LAWYER. We can't take any more time on your call right now, but we'd sure like to talk to you in the office, okay?
All right, we will do that. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for calling the Law Show.